Welcome to Milwaukee, Oregon, a suburb of Portland, Oregon, and the second stop on my summer called mission tour. This is my first time to the Pacific Northwest, and I'm excited to be here. I have an entire day free today, and so I'm going to see as much as I possibly can. So I've made it to the first stop, walking down by the lake, and it's kind of got a nice view, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. As someone who grew up in the Northeast, I'm used to fairly populated areas, cities and suburban neighborhoods. Sure, you could drive out to the country, but you were never too far away from a lot of people and things to do. Which is why when I come to a place like this, I find myself completely overwhelmed with it all. There's just so much space, and there's nothing here, just trees and water and just the vastness of creation. Kind of terrifying. And yet there's a part of me that is enthralled by it. A part of me that, even though I've only been fishing once in my life, I've never been on a hike longer than a couple miles, I'm terrified of bears and probably don't want to sleep on the ground, there's a part of me that would love to be out here, just to turn off my cell phone, to get a group of guys and just go on an outward bound trip, to go fishing, to go hiking, camping, just leave it all behind. Then again, I also like fresh cooked food and not being eaten by bears. And when you got a view like this, kind of best of both worlds. Oh my gosh, I think I have found the greatest driving road in all of America. But unfortunately, because I was doing it by myself and don't have a huge crew or a drone or anything like that, I got no footage. But just picture this. You start off super high, going down, winding through, zigzagging as fast as you can through these roads. The whole mountain's out in front of you. Then you get to the bottom and it opens up and we get this vineyard and beautiful apple trees going and grapes. And then take another turn, and all of a sudden we're on Lewis and Clark Parkway. The river's on the side, we've got a giant gorge, sheer cliffs on either side. Just absolutely amazing. Made it to our next destination, and this one's a big one. I don't know what the big deal is. It's just water falling from a really big height. I mean, the sky does that all the time by itself. In fact, it's doing that right now, which is why I have to leave, because my cameras are not waterproof. Beautiful though, very beautiful. It's looking like we might need an indoor activity now. I think I know just the place. There we go, that's more like it. Welcome to the iconic Powell's City of Books, a massive 3-story bookstore right downtown, taking up an entire city block of Portland. I did say that I wanted to read a little bit more this summer, and this is the place to be. There are a lot of books here. Alright, there is such a thing as too many choices. I don't even know where to begin. So that took a long time. I truly had no idea what I was doing. Thank God for one of the workers who took a lot of time with me, walked me around the store, gave me some suggestions. I ended up buying 3 books, so I'm excited to get that going, excited to get started. But that's gonna have to wait because it's now 7:30 on a Friday and there are more important things to be doing. All right, it is super loud in here, but you knew that I had to end this day in Portland with a delicious crab brew. But what you didn't know is that not only is this my favorite beer of all time, Hazelnut Brown Nectar, but I'm at the restaurant that owns the beer. This is their beer. So I'm having this on tap for the first time. I don't know if there could be an any better day. So, cheers. It is now Saturday afternoon and the fun and games of yesterday are over. It is time to get to work. Then again, when you get to do what I do, you could argue that the fun and games are just about to begin. I'm here at St. John the Baptist Church in Milwaukee, Oregon, where I'll be preaching at the Vigil Mass this evening, getting people ready for the mission, and it is starting to rain, so why don't you say we go on in and have a look right now. Alright, we are ready to go. I'm feeling like Kermit the Frog, very green. It is not easy being green. We've got about 3 minutes to go, and check out this microphone. Oh my gosh, I am a rock star or air traffic control, I don't know. I hope it's not distracting, but I'm excited. Here we go, people of Milwaukee, here comes Brother Casey. Alrighty, another mass down. That is 2 down for the day, 1 more. I think it went really well. It was the 10 o'clock, so it was a lot more full, more full of energy. Got to talk to a lot of people afterwards, which was a joy. Interesting enough, I met someone who won one of the books a couple months ago. When I gave away 50 books, he was here, and so that was kind of cool to meet someone in the flesh. You'll notice that I've had a costume change of sorts. You see, they actually have a deacon here, and the deacon wanted to serve at the 10 o'clock, and so they only have 1 dalmatic, and so rather than sharing it, we decided to go just with the stole to match. Not sure how I feel about sharing the spotlight, taking my role, but I know it was great. It felt like a papal mass, very formal, 2 deacons, and it was great. But now I'm hungry, so let's go do that. And for that, I figured I'd walk downtown, get a taste of the local flavor, see what downtown Milwaukee has to offer. I've only got about an hour, so just decided to keep my habit on. It's kind of what I do, got no problem walking down. But I'm feeling kind of weird for the first time wearing my habit. I've been told that Oregon is one of the least religious states, and in fact, one of the most anti-religious states. And so, I don't know why I feel weird. This is my call to evangelize, to be with people. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Then again, if there's anyone in Oregon who's Catholic and knows what a friar is, it's gonna be the Mexicans. So I was feeling pretty confident and I decided to order in Spanish. Maybe a little overly confident because I'm not entirely sure what I ordered, I'm pretty sure, but I guess the surprise is all part of the experience. She seemed really nice. Alright, that was way too dramatic. Looks good, ready to eat. So all the masses are done for the day, and we have a problem. Now granted, it's a good problem to have. You see, this box right here used to be filled with books, and yeah, there's nothing left. And this box also used to be filled with books, and yeah, there's nothing left. So that's great. I mean, I'm really glad that we sold out, but I'm kind of worrying about the next parish who has the same number of books and is kind of twice the size. I might have to order some more books for this church. All right, good problems to have. All right, it is now Wednesday morning. The talks are over. I decided not to film them. Nothing much to see. Things went well. Happy with the turnout. But we got one more adventure before this video is over. And for that, we're gonna need to take the train. Well, quite an adventure it's been so far. About an hour train ride. I'm now up here in a parking lot waiting to get picked up because apparently it's difficult to find. But what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for the producer of Mater Dei radio station to pick me up. And I'm gonna go and do an interview on the show. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to seeing the studios.
Brother Casey Cole. He's a Franciscan brother who was ordained a deacon here just recently, actually March of this year. He's currently living in Chicago, but right now we catch...
All right, that is a wrap on this interview, and that is a wrap on this video. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week in Huntington Beach, California.